Captain Soban has the location of Balcora Gate. He has been taken to a rally point near the Vagar outpost Thaddis Sabbah. We must mount a rescue operation before he can be interrogated. The outpost is heavily defended, but we have identified a weak point. We will hyperspace into a nearby nebula that will provide us with cover. Stand by for hyperspace exit.
We have arrived at the Vagar rally point.
Captain Soban's tracking signal is coming from the carrier. He is being transferred to the command station Thaddis Sabbah. In order to rescue Soban, we must assault this station.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Homeworld 2 Remastered.
Assembly
So,
underway.
if you thought Mission 9, the Vagar Assembly Point counterattack was tough, well, this one can be really tough. At least thankfully, you do not have enemies coming at you from all sides on this mission.
Resource collector awaiting instructions.
Thaddis Sabbah is hard because in the vanilla version, if your fleet is well fitted out, you can literally face like a crap ton of battle cruisers. Like if anything, this mission, as well as the next one, is notorious for demonstrating the sheer unfairness of the dynamic difficulty because the Vagar apparently have no cap on the number of battle cruisers and destroyers they can possess. By some accounts, you can literally face like upwards of like 10 battle cruisers in this mission to your 2, roughly.
Complete.
Weapons set to full power.
So, as the Vagar battlecruisers are technically more powerful than the Higarans, whereas the Higaran battlecruisers favor turreted guns and ion cannons, but the Vagar battlecruisers have heavy missiles on the spine and a bow-mounted Trinity cannon, as it's called. So, and if it brings this bow-mounted cannon to bear on your ships, then it can do a real big number on them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get everyone together, as usual. I'm keeping the battle cruisers separate. I've tried grouping them with the Dreadnought as a sort of strike group, but it doesn't work very well. So I just keep the battle cruisers as their own group and keep the Dreadnought separate.
Strike group coordinates.
So let's get everyone together. Anyway, when fighting the Vagar battlecruisers, the best
Group 2 reporting.
tactic is basically to disable their engines with bombers, then move your forces so they can attack the battlecruiser outside of the arc of fire of its cannon. In other words, make sure that they don't attack from directly bow on, so it stays out of the way of the Trinity cannon.
Resource collector awaiting instructions. Confirmed. Resource collector awaiting orders. Resource collector awaiting orders. Resource collector standing by. Destination locked in. Roger.
As I also mentioned early on in the LP, the Vagar are technically more powerful than the Higarans if used properly. Their strike craft, although more specialized, do have larger squadrons. Their capital ships are generally more powerful, at least in terms of their missile weaponry.
En route.
But their main downside, at least the
Standing by.
Vigor, is that they don't really properly concentrate
Bomber
their
squadron
forces.
complete.
Repairs initiated.
Another thing they mentioned is that we have hyperspaced into a
Repair order
nebula.
confirmed.
This doesn't look much like a nebula. I guess this like dark area around us is technically meant to be like the dust and the gas of the nebula, which might make sense. Oh, here come the first
Group 2
first
copy.
squadrons of Vigor coming at us.
Pulsar gunship squadron complete.
In real life, I guess the
Ready.
photos you see of
Group two,
nebula
reinforced.
are actually like colorized, or they're filtered in such a way as to make the
Ready.
gas visible, and subsequently when you look at like photographs of actual nebula in space, it's like really pretty and all that, but if you look at an actual nebula through a telescope without the filters, then it's actually kind of underwhelming. It's just sort of this blurry haze out in space, and you're like, oh, that's a nebula?
Ready.
No, it's not that interesting looking. Yeah.
Pulsar gunship squadron complete.
Strike group prepare for
But I
assault.
mean, yeah, this is supposed to be a nebula, and I guess they're really going for a certain kind of dark and depressing mood here.
Moving while engaging. Moving while engaging.
Group 2 reports victory.
Reporting. Repairs initiated. Acknowledged.
Bomber squadron complete.
Alright, I am just spending some time reinforcing the squadrons here
Into position.
before we step off.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Standing by.
You know, the last time we were inside a nebula, it didn't go very well.
Group 2 copy.
Yeah, I mean, we encountered a bunch of crazy religious nut
Group
jobs.
2 reinforced.
They also said that this is a weak point in the Vigor defense.
Group 4 copy.
Every time they say that,
Standing by.
it means we're going up
Group
against
four,
some pretty serious
reinforced.
opposition. I mean, I would hate to see what a strong point in the Vigor defense looks like. Yeah, we have determined a weak point. Yeah, what does that mean? Means we're gonna get our butts kicked, most likely.
Group 3. Group 2. Group 4 reporting.
I don't know. I mean, they keep saying one thing and then like we end up like kind of doing another or something. Yeah. Maybe the game is just trying to trick you or something, or maybe
Group 2 reporting.
maybe fleet intelligence is just telling us this stuff to make us feel better. Yeah. Maybe like it has nothing to do with reality. Maybe we're the crazy ones. Maybe like we're actually like insane or something,
Construction
like
underway.
slowly going nuts.
Bomber squadron complete.
Copy. Strike group coordinates locked in. Group 2
So like I
copy.
mentioned last mission, it's kind of weird. You'll end some missions and go to the next ones like missing like half of your
Reporting.
strike craft. So I was missing a bunch here. So that's why I had to like rebuild my squadrons. It's
Standing by.
strange.
Strike group
Even though I
in
docked
position.
them prior to hyperspacing out of the previous mission, I thought like, okay, well maybe they need to be docked so they'll carry over. But weird, you come into this mission
Flak frigate complete.
and it's like, oh yeah, you're missing like half your strike craft. Like, what is up with that?
Ready.
I think it's a bug or something.
Formation acknowledged.
I don't know.
Ready.
Anyway, so
Five, copy.
the gist of this mission
Roger.
is that you need to press forward towards the
reinforced.
station, Thaddis Sabbah,
Reporting.
and take out enemies as they
Destination.
come at you.
Standing by.
They generally approach from the front, but slightly to the left and the right. So in the classic version of this mission, you actually quickly face several large formations of frigates, which come right at you.
Destination confirmed.
Thankfully in this mission, there is no time limit, so you can really just take your time. Like, there's no rush
Destination locked
to
in.
rescue Captain Soban. He's gonna reach the station in that carrier long before
confirmed.
you can even get to him, so you're not like,
Move order confirmed.
Mothership. Mothership.
you don't have to haul
underway.
butt to get to him or anything. So just
Roger.
take your time, build up your forces, and no, look, we have some
Strike
enemies
group
coming at us
prepare
right
for
now.
assault. Ready. Strike group coordinates locked in. Confirmed. Strike group to battle positions. Group 5 reporting.
Yeah, just small missile corvettes and all that. Nothing we can't
Reports
handle.
enemy contact.
I suppose in a way the strange kind of cap on the number of ships, the conservative numbers of ships you can have in the fleet, actually makes more sense if you envision the Higaran fleet as having some kind of naval limitation treaty in effect. Like, apparently, the Higarans signed the Washington and the London naval treaties. Yeah. If you don't know what those are, these were treaties during the interwar era between World Wars I and II that limited the tonnage that various navies could build of various types of ships. So the intention was essentially to prevent a naval arms race. So the Washington Naval Treaty put a cap on the amount of tonnage that a nation could build of battleships, and the subsequent London Naval Treaties put further caps on, like, you know, what cruisers could be and, you know, other types of vessels like that.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
Speaking of defense in navies, naval warfare is generally a war of attrition. Defense is not necessarily stronger. The fight generally favors the defender in land warfare. It's not the same in naval warfare.
Group 9 standing by. Attack clearance received. Reporting. Strike group to battle positions.
Alright, we're coming up on a bunch of platforms. This is actually the Vega resourcing operation. So they've guarded it with platforms.
Group 8 under attack.
Anyway, generally defensive measures in naval warfare can occur as either passive features like armor or speed, or as active defenses like countermeasures or point defenses and so on.
We've got enemy contact.
Group 8 under attack.
Strike group reports hostile contact. Ready. Strike group prepare for assault.
Presence of the
Repairs
third
initiated.
Corps. Makaan is coming.
Mothership class signature detected.
I see you have acquired the Bentusi core. Well done. Surrender the cores to me now, and you will be spared. There can be only one Sajukar.
Makaan's flagship is within striking distance. It must be eliminated.
Alright, so Makaan showed up to the party. What the heck kind of accent did they give him? It's like this stereotypical mustache twirling evil guy. Ah, I see you have acquired the third core. Yes, it will be mine. All mine. Yeah, it's so stupid. Anyway.
En route.
Regarding what I was saying about naval warfare and defense,
Ready.
as with any vehicle, there's a trade-off in terms of mobility, armor, and firepower. You cannot have everything, so to speak. Like, if you want good mobility, endurance, and fuel efficiency, then you're going to have to sacrifice something in terms of armor or heavy weaponry. For example, right, the Yamato battleships, right? Heavily armored, really big guns. They had horrible fuel efficiency. Fairly limited in terms of their mobility, in terms of their range. Same thing with, like, you know, Tiger tanks. So, great armor, big guns, but terrible efficiency, right? Poor strategic mobility and relatively slow. But that said, also bear in mind, these types of things, they were not designed with a great amount of mobility in mind, right? Tiger tanks were not envisioned to go really long distances. Neither were Yamato battleships, right?
Confirmed.
Navies will design their ships and their general, like, forces around what they will realistically expect to encounter. So, like, the Italian Navy generally didn't expect to do any fighting outside of the Mediterranean. So, in relatively confined seas like that, you wouldn't need a navy with a huge, long endurance.
Complete. Awaiting further orders. Docking with carrier. Confirmed. Carrier fire control tower.
In contrast, like, the United States Navy designed a lot of its ships with the understanding that they would need to have the endurance to traverse across the Pacific Ocean. And of course, the US Navy would also develop the industry to churn out ships to cover both the Atlantic and the Pacific theaters during World War II. Although, in reality, they didn't always churn out the number of ships in ideal numbers, but they still had the industry to far outproduce any other navy in the world at the time.
Acknowledged. targets. Ready.
I guess another example of the whole, like, you know, trade-off of, you know, armor and speed and
Ready.
armament is that the heavy cruisers with the naval treaties were essentially limited to like 8-inch guns and 10,000 tons in displacement for like a heavy cruiser. So it was found to be very difficult to design a well-rounded cruiser within those limits.
Confirmed.
Many navies tried, and like the Imperial Japanese Navy, they said, oh yeah, these ships are totally within the limitations of that. Yeah, nope, they were not. Case in point, see like the Mogami class heavy cruisers.
Reporting. Strike group receiving fire. Taking damage, please. Copy.
Alright, so
Under attack.
we need to go get Makaan and rescue Captain Soban, and we also have a number of shipyards to deal with here.
We've got enemy contact. Confirmed.
So we're just going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to just gradually sort of move the carriers up in case I need to dock and replenish the strike craft, so that way they don't have as far to travel.
Ready for orders. Engage capital ship.
Go there and get those destroyers.
Reporting. Strike group receiving
We have some
fire.
carriers
Strike
here
group
too.
attack order confirmed. Strike group reports hostile contact.
The mothership is receiving light fire.
Acknowledged. Strike group under enemy attack. Taking damage, please.
Group 9, please
reporting.
get moving.
Attacking capital
You
ship.
too, battle
Strike
crew,
group
or
reports
dreadnought.
hostile contact.
In fact, target that
Attacking capital ship.
shipyard.
Standing by. Strike group under enemy attack. Stay on top of them. All stations reported by the numbers. Reporting. Strike group reports hostile contact. Strike group attack order confirmed. Roger that trailer, I see him. Alright, stay with me now. Stabilize.
Oh, looks like we have a battle cruiser up there too.
I'm taking hits here. Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group reports hostile contact. Roger. Damcon level 2. Alright, hang in there. Black frigate taking heavy damage. Strike group prepare for assault. We're drawing heavy fire. Reporting. Strike group receiving fire. Standing by. Resource collector under attack. Group 9 reporting. Strike group reports hostile contact.
Group 5 reports victory.
Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group under enemy attack.
Yes, the Vega have a bunch of
Strike group
destroyers
receiving
here.
fire. Acknowledged. Engage capital ship. Strike group reports hostile
Let's
contact.
get this destroyer and that battle cruiser
Resource collector standing
and this
by.
carrier.
Taking damage, please. Under fire. Requesting orders. Resource collector awaiting orders. Wingmen, tighten it up. Strike group to battle positions.
Battle cruiser under attack.
Strike group receiving fire. Supporting friendly units. Strike group moving into position.
Alright, let's pull this group of strike craft back.
Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group receiving fire.
Take out
Strike
those
group
corvettes
reports
there.
hostile contact. Strike group receiving fire. Standing by.
While the
Roger.
Higarans do build fire control towers,
Strike
the
group
Vega
prepare
have
for
something
assault.
called a command
Group
corvette,
2
which
reports
essentially
enemy
functions
contact.
as the same
Group
thing,
9 copies.
just in smaller corvette form.
Coordinates confirmed. Moving while
Get
engaging.
that
Engage
battle
capital
cruiser
ship.
and you
Copy.
disable its engines
Strike group
before it can
under
bring
enemy
that
attack.
Trinity cannon around.
Subsystem target acquired. Confirmed. Strike group to battle
Using the
positions.
classic strategy
taking hits
to
here.
leverage our
Strike
good,
group
better
under enemy
maneuverability
attack.
versus
Strike
the
group
Vega battle
reports hostile
cruisers.
contact. Confirmed. Strike group under enemy attack.
Marine frigates
Reporting.
will be required
Under
to
attack. What's the
extract
call?
Captain Soban. The Marine frigates must safely dock with the Vega command station.
Battle cruiser.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Roger.
But yeah, as Karl von Clausewitz once said, war is a continuation by policy by other means.
Reports hostile contact.
I have no idea what that has to do with fighting Vega battle cruisers, but it sounds very intelligent.
Resource collector awaiting
Yes.
instructions. Strike group under enemy attack.
I've never actually read
Strike group to battle
On War
positions.
from Clausewitz.
Strike group under
From what I've
enemy
heard,
attack.
it's kind of this highfalutin philosophical book on warfare that's more often referenced than it's actually read.
Air order confirmed.
Yeah.
Group 9. Strike group
Perhaps a more
reports hostile
appropriate and
contact.
practical book might be Sun Tzu's Art of War, which I have read
Attacking capital ship.
15 years ago.
Strike group reports.
But yeah, I have read The Art of War,
Resource
and I should probably reread it.
Resource operation reporting enemy.
I suppose we
contact.
can apply the ideas of The Art of War to Homeworld or whatever,
Collector under
but
attack. Resource collector.
I mean, in reality, the lessons to The Art of War can generally be distilled down to like a short pamphlet that would not take long to read at all. I think a lot of people conflate the art of war into like this mystical Eastern philosophy that's impenetrable to the Western mind unless you're like an expert in Chinese history and culture and thought and so on. But yeah, if you can understand the art of war, you'll unlock all the secrets to warfare and business and relationships and psychology and so on and so forth. It's, yeah, the meaning of life or whatever. No, the art of war isn't that. It's just Sun Tzu was able to distill things down into a handful of very intelligent lessons, but any logically inclined person can probably derive similar conclusions based on observations like Sun Tzu did.
That's all of them. Ready for orders.
No doubt many other military thinkers have used their intellects to come up with very similar conclusions that Sun Tzu did. Indeed, a lot of what Sun Tzu has written about is not terribly novel, right? It's there, you just need to know what to look for.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group coordinates locked in. Reporting. Docking with carrier. Confirmed. Group 9 standing by. Engage capital ship. Reporting.
Group 8 has defeated the enemy.
Strike group receiving fire. Capital ship locked in. Confirmed.
Okay, we finally got that carrier. Thank God.
Attacking capital ship.
Let's get up there. Let's finish up the shipyard and go after Makaan.
Battlecruiser under attack.
Ooh, it's taking some serious damage there.
Strike group
Come on, get it.
Confirmed.
Alright, now hit the shipyard.
Gotcha. Group 9 standing by. Bearing to target. Copy. Pursuing targets. Attack run initiated. Confirmed. Battlecruiser taking hits. Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group prepare for assault.
On Group 10, the movers just go after some of those resource collectors. They won't be needing them.
Reporting. Engage capital
They don't need
ship.
them anyway.
Docking signal green. Pursuing target. Standing by.
What are you
Combat
shooting
station
at,
sharp.
Dreadnought? There's nothing there.
Resource collector under attack. Group 9 copies. Capital ship locked in. Copy. Resource collector awaiting instructions. Resource collector taking enemy fire.
Resource collector.
We got
lost.
another destroyer there.
Engaging targets of opportunity. Resource collector awaiting orders. Standing by. Strike group reports hostile contact. Attacking capital ship. Resource operation reporting enemy contact. Group 9 reporting. Engage capital ship.
Resource collector destroyed.
Pursuing targets. Strike group moving into position.
Alright, I think all our fighters are docked.
Group 8 reports enemy
Let's get them
contact.
back up here.
Confirmed. Engage capital ship.
There is the
5
flagship.
reports enemy contact.
Resource collector standing by.
Group 6 has defeated the enemy.
Confirmed.
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
Strike group moving into position. Strike group, prepare for assault. Group 9 reporting. Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders. Combat maneuver confirmed. Ready. Move order confirmed. Standing by. Resource collector standing by. This is a cakewalk. Strike group moving into position. Resource collector taking enemy fire. Strike group to battle positions. Light fire confirmed. Group 9 copies. Copy. Strike group to battle positions.
Group 2 has defeated the enemy.
Engaging targets of opportunity.
Group 9 reports enemy contact.
Copy. Lock all weapons on.
Makaan's flagship there, the Vega flagship, also functions essentially as a mothership, so it can build large
Group 2
things.
reports victory.
Standing by. Strike group
It's
to
so
battle
nice that the
positions.
Vega have so many battle cruisers, so many destroyers, so many carriers, so many shipyards, right? We only get one shipyard, the shipyard in a
Strike
ball.
group
It's like,
attack order confirmed. Copy.
sheesh. Talk about
Group 9
unfair.
copies.
It's
Strike
just
group
not
under enemy attack.
fair.
Moving while engaging. Confirmed. Under attack. What's the call?
Battlecruiser under attack.
Standing by. Engage capital ship. Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders. Engaging targets of opportunity. Strike group to battle positions. Standing by. Roger. Strike group
Alright.
attack order.
Let's go after
Confirmed.
Makaan.
Roger. Ready. Strike group prepare for assault. Group 9 copies. Target confirmed. Copy. Attack clearance received. Copy. Strike group to battle positions.
Let's take out these
Strike
platforms
group
while we're at it
hostile
here.
contact.
Group 10, what are you doing? Can
Ready.
you just get rid of those collectors, please?
Heavy fire confirmed. Taking damage, please. Ready.
Group 3 reports victory. Group 2 has defeated the enemy.
Strike group prepare for assault. Standing by.
Ooh,
Strike group
he's
attack
got an
order confirmed.
infiltrator frigate.
Strike
Well,
group
look
to
at
battle
that.
Positions. Strike group attack order confirmed.
More destroyers and frigates and a whole bunch of a whole escorting force. Oh, by golly there!
Roger. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Well, now we know we have more stuff to shoot at.
Group 9 standing by. Attacking capital ship. Roger. I'm taking hits here. Attacking capital ship. Strike group reports hostile contact. Drawing heavy fire. Acknowledged. Under fire. Requesting orders. Strike group to battle positions. Confirmed. Strike group prepare for assault. Strike group prepare for assault. Acknowledged.
Come on, get up here. We got stuff to kill.
Battle cruiser under attack.
Ready. Strike group receiving fire. Strike group
And we've lost
prepare
over
for
half
assault.
our corvettes as well.
Standing by. Strike group to battle positions. Copy. Engage capital ship. Confirmed. Taking damage, please. Strike group under enemy attack. Confirmed. Strike group attack order confirmed.
There you
Strike
see
group
those big
receiving fire.
red blobs that headed towards
Roger.
our battle cruiser. That was the Vader battle cruiser.
Combat maneuver confirmed.
Shooting us
Roger.
with the Trinity cannon. Well, not anymore. It just went up in flames,
Strike group
but
under enemy attack. Capital ship locked in. Reporting. Capital ship locked in.
alright, go after Makaan's flagship now.
Strike group prepare for assault. Group 9. Target confirmed. Standing by. Lock all weapons on target.
I should point out, do not
Strike group
destroy the
attack
command
order
station.
confirmed. I'm taking
You
hit
do
here.
need to actually board it with a marine frigate. Now they're all getting stuck on the geometry of it.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
We must not destroy
Moving
the
while
command
engaged.
station while Captain
Group
Soban
5
is on
under
it.
attack.
Order all ships to cease firing on the command station immediately.
Makaan is fleeing.
The Vega flagship has sustained heavy damage. It is initiating hyperspace.
Course canceled. That's a confirm. Attack withdrawn. At ease.
So, Makaan has run away,
Copy.
scaredy cat. Alright, everyone just stop
target.
firing.
At ease.
Thank
Course
you.
deleted.
Sheesh, almost
Roger,
killed
attack
Captain
withdrawn.
Saban.
Strike group moving into position.
Preferably we not execute him, at least before we rescue him.
Copy.
After all, the admirals need someone to blame this on, so it might as well be the guy who brought us here, right?
Destination locked in.
Then we kill him,
Standing
okay?
by. Moving to destination. Reporting. Strike group to battle positions. Acknowledged.
Alright, so we do need to build a marine frigate. And board another thing. So we shall do that. And we need to rebuild our fleet before the next mission as well.
Construction underway.
So we'll get some jarheads in here, and we need a bunch of corvettes as well. And a whole bunch of resource collectors. I don't even know why we even bothered to build a mobile refinery. We literally have not physically harvested any asteroids or anything from this game. I should probably just retire it.
Confirmed.
The only good it does is serve as a target,
En route.
so the mothership doesn't end up taking fire.
Resource collector awaiting orders.
Battle cruiser
Group 9
is
reporting.
stuck.
Resource collector complete.
En route.
Turn. Bring the ship about. Come on. Alright, we're gonna send in the
Capture target acquired.
Marines.
Stand by for insertion.
We're gonna rescue Capitan Soban. Watch how quickly the Marines take the station. Like, it looks pretty big, but these Marines are very fast, very efficient. A real credit to the Corps.
Marines going in.
Yeah, it's got a few bullet holes in it, that station.
All right, stage 1 complete. Let's take the bridge.
Alright, they're taking the bridge.
Good work, people. The bridge is ours. Passive tactics confirmed. Standing down. Rescue operation successful, fleet. Thanks for breaking me out of there. I left them a little going away present to remember me by.
Captain Soban must be protected. Send escorts immediately.
Well, we don't have to send escorts because there's no need to. We destroyed everything on this map.
To destination.
Alright, so Captain Soban's just going to make a beeline right back to the mothership, and we will be good. As far as I know, the term Thaddis Sabbah, I don't believe that's a reference to anything. I think that's just the name, right? Something the developers made up. I haven't been able to find any real reference to anything actually named Thaddis Sabbah, at least in the real world, either in mythology or ancient history or whatever. So I think it's just a made-up name.
Resource
You see,
collector
it's like
standing
poetry.
by.
You see that they rhyme, yeah?
Mothership. Order canceled.
Resource collector standing
Why
by.
Captain Soban uses a Marine frigate as his
Resource collector
flagship or whatever, I don't know. I guess because he's technically a spy.
Captain Soban is aboard the mothership.
Soban is being debriefed. His information will be vital in defeating the Vaegir.
Information supplied by Captain Soban indicates Makaan is heading for Balcora Gate. We must not allow Makaan to escape. Initiate hyperspace jump when ready.
Okay, well, we're going to Balcora Gate. We're out of here. See you later.